Today, we're making
a kindness shaker frame.
Some assembly required. Hello! For her birthday, Lily got this craft kit subscription box kind of a thing. It is from Annie's Creative Girls Club, which, aside from being sort of a problematic gender stereotype, seems cool. It seems like it has fun projects, and I think that we prefer to make things that we can then use somewhere, rather than some kits which tend to be like, make this diorama. Okay, now what? Like, where is this going? It's a tiny wooden toy that I made. I'm never gonna play with it. So I thought, as the gift giver, that this might have been kind of an interesting thing. Like, we could maybe learn some new skills and try it out. It appears that each month you get 2 crafts.
I got a kindness shaker frame and a dream catcher.
Yes. So I don't know if it's always 2, maybe sometimes it's more, maybe sometimes it's less. I don't know. This is the first thing that we got. So we are deciding if we would like to keep on going, and I couldn't really find any sort of third-party information about it, so maybe you are interested in knowing this as well. Or maybe you just think it would be kind of cool to make a frame that has some cool stuff in it. I feel like you could make it without the kit, but I don't really know what's in there. Let's find out.
All right, time to open. Cardboard white thing.
It could be necessary.
Instructions.
Okay.
The sticker that says kindness shaker frame and a popsicle stick.
Yeah, I think that it's like a rub-on kind of a thing. So you rub it onto the glass acetate so you don't have to actually do all the pretty handwriting. Cool.
That's
so
good.
This appears to be the acetate. I think there's also
There's like a thing on it.
a peely-offy thing, which is good because it's not clear.
And
Woo!
there's this.
Some glitter. That appears to be the back.
Glitter paper.
Awesome.
And then there's the frame that is very much required to make a kindness shaker frame.
Pretty important. Bubbles! Oh, and one. And
there's big shinies,
cool. The little sequins.
medium shinies, and tiny shinies.
Tiny shinies. And then what is that?
And then there's some sort of glue with a cool tip, maybe?
Awesome. Well, let's read the directions and then we'll find out. So we covered our work surface. This is from my maker crate. Annie did not send us anything to cover the surface with. Probably they assume that we have some kind of paper. 1 more point for maker crate though. Step 1. Try to pick things up. Step 1A. Remove film from acetate. So yeah, it looks like there's just 1 film. That was fun.
Whoa! It stuck to my hair.
That was more fun than I anticipated. So now we need this guy. So this is like, do they do that anymore? It used to be these things where you could stick it on and like rub and then you could peel it off. Kind of like a temporary tattoo.
Except no water?
Except no water. I don't know if they make that stuff anymore. Obviously, somebody does.
Look,
So
Mom,
this is going to rub off and stick to that.
my shirt is reflective.
Ooh, cool.
Popsicle stick to
Got it.
rub.
Plastic. For Mr. Trash.
Throw kindness around like confetti.
Cute. Okay, so the back, carefully and slowly we remove it so that the top part doesn't peel off. Smart. Awesome. And then you line it up on top of your acetate.
By the way, what is acetate?
Acetate is like glass, but not as breakable. It's like a plastic glass, plastic sheeting.
Now do I rub?
That is what it appears that you do. Yeah, I don't know how exactly.
Ooh, like when you rub a line kind of appears around it.
Interesting. Yeah, so make sure you get all the way around all of the letters. Like make sure those little lines appear or disappear or whatever. Like, make sure everything is nice and rubbed over.
Okay.
Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Did you used to have those things where you rub it and it stays somewhere? What? I can't really remember what we used those for, but I remember using them and they were cool. It's pretty handwriting.
It is. I'm glad I don't have to do this.
Yeah. I mean, you could write it with, you know, a paint pen or something like that. Say you weren't using a kit and you wanted to just get a shadow box. You could make this, but you'd have to write your little phrase yourself. So now we'll check and see if any of it is actually sticking. Yeah, not quite 100% finished. Let's make sure we give it a little bit more. More is probably better than not enough. Ow, it does hurt. All right, how are we looking? Ooh.
Is it all sticking?
Yes.
Oh.
I isn't.
I only just realized
I
that.
was like, that's not a circle. Okay, so yeah, extra smashing for this. Rub it a lot. I mean, it is working, but go over it 2 or 3 times maybe. And then just peel slowly. Ta-da!
What's the next step?
That's step 1 through 4. That's pretty good. So when we picked it up, we thought it looked like it was really gross, but I just wiped off the back. It was really just picked up whatever is on the surface of this paper. So it doesn't get gross, don't worry. I mean, I guess it could, but it didn't. Next step is opening the glue. That's 3 steps. 3 steps of opening the glue. So they give you a tiny tip, so you can really accurately squeeze your scary glue on there. All right, so that one and that one are supposed to come off. So take off both tips because the bottom, like the inside is, that doesn't look like it comes off. Does it come off?
No.
We have a different glue than they have in the picture. It's not even called the same thing. I'm gonna find a big needle. We're gonna poke it and open it and then, because this should squeeze on there and then you squeeze it and get a nice fine line. So I don't want to mess up the tip. Luckily, I have 9 gajillion needles down here, so let's see what we can do. Hold on. A regular old embroidery needle just pokes it really easily. So that's maybe something that they could have considered. So yeah, now you try to put that on. Will it squeeze right off? I don't know, let's find out.
The glue seems to be smushy in there. It's
Good.
not like hardened or anything.
That is good because that is another thing that could happen. Okay, step 8. Put the frame face down with the hanger side up.
So do you put this...
Sorry. Couldn't help it. I could help it. I chose not to help it. That is accurate. Hi.
So do you put it like here, like around there?
Yeah, so you put it on the little inner lip. It said don't get it too close to the edge.
Why?
Because I'm pretty sure then it would like gloop out and be not super pretty. So we'll try to get it right in the middle.
It smells gross.
Yeah, it smells gross. Use in a well-ventilated area.
This might not be a well-ventilated.
You can open the door.
This is fun so far.
It is fun so far. I agree. Do you really want us to take it out and then... Sure. So we'll just put that to the side while this is drying. Let's make sure we put this
The correct way.
face up again so we don't get confused. Here you go. So make sure that it goes readable side down. Press into glue lightly.
Lightly?
I think as long as the glue is not oozing out. All right, now we will let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes.
How about 10 minutes? Just to make sure.
We'll let
you're
it
gonna
dry
be
extra.
Shaking this.
Cool. It's been 10 minutes. We're back. It doesn't even smell that bad anymore.
Yeah, it's less stinky now.
Okay, step 11, I know, is pour sequins onto the acetate You can add as many or as few as you'd like.
All of them. This is going to be the funnest part. Ooh, that was fun. Now,
Go anywhere near the trash can.
tiny one.
Tiny time! Whee! That's cool. I don't know why you wouldn't add all of them, because they're fun all together. They're so sparkly.
Don't use your finger, they stick to your finger.
You.
So I think that is spread out almost enough.
The next step is going to be apply a thin line of glue around the frame here, and then
Right off there.
stick this guy on in the back.
And then is it finished?
And it's finished. So let's check out the size of this. Does it actually cover everything? Yep. Cool.
How long
You
do
are
they-
trying to escape.
How long do they
Escape.
want this to dry?
Again, for 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll put a heavy book over the back of the frame so it sticks really well.
So,
I don't think I have a heavy book down here. We'll find one. All right, we've got glue all the way around there. And we've got stink. So, seems to be the same all the way around. We just kind of center it on there and stick it right up underneath the hangy thing. Great. Now they want you to put a heavy book right on top of that. They don't tell you, make sure that make sure that the glue is gone before you put the heavy book on, because otherwise your heavy book will stay on there forever. So we'll squeegee off the glue, maybe put some wax paper or parchment paper or something, because that probably won't stick. Then we'll put a heavy book on there. And then it says dry for 5 to 10 minutes, just like the last time. So we will do that and we'll be back.
looks good.
We'll see. It's been plenty of time. So,
What's that purple stuff?
It's probably the color oozing out onto the glue a little bit. All right, ready? Hold it up. I mean, that's cool. Still a little bit smelly, but that is really cool. And then it kind of sticks to the back a little bit because the back has that nice glittery texture. So there's a little bit of purple here on the edge.
It's bubble wrap.
face.
It's bubble wrap texture.
So maybe it was on there before and we just didn't notice. I don't know. We might try a tiny bit of nail polish remover to get it off. Or maybe you'll decide that you don't care.
I care.
She cares. So yeah, we'll try that. It didn't come from this because there's no purple. But what do you think as a first project?
Kind of cool.
Kind of cool. I mean, it was fun to make. And it turned out nice.
I think it's kind of cool. It's fun to feel the letters.
Do they feel neat? Ooh, they are kind of cool. So I think so too. I think this was a pretty good start. I mean, we'll see how the rest of them go. See if they're better, see if they're worse. I would say it was not perfect, but that's okay. I feel like it doesn't need to be entirely perfect. And you could do this without the kit. You just get a shadow box and some glitter paper, a paint pen for the writing, and some sequins or some glitter or something on the
What's a
inside.
shadow box?
That's a great question. A shadow box is basically a picture frame with space in between, like glass in the front, some space, and then something in the back, whether it's more glass. Sometimes they have like a little glass that holds it all together in the back, then space, and then another glass, or just like a mat and a picture frame kind of a thing in the back. But basically a picture frame with like space on the inside. You can get them at IKEA for not that much. Could you totally do this yourself? Yes. Is it fun to do it with the kit? Yes. It's fun either way. So far, the kit is cool. Creative, whatever it was called, I totally forget. Yeah, I do. Ooh, it's written on the instructions. Right, you are. Yes. Annie's Creative Girls Club. Project number 1, success.
Done.
Done. So come back and we'll do the dream catcher one of these days. We'll see how that goes. And then if those are both great, we will keep on ordering the kit, and maybe we'll show you more crafts as we get them. They're pretty cool so far. One of them. I don't know if you can judge the whole series by the one first craft. If you enjoyed this particular craft, or you like videos like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe down below. If you subscribe, you'll know because you'll click the notification bell. And then YouTube will tell you when we do the next video for this. YouTube will tell you all the cool videos that we do, and you won't miss anything, which would be awesome. New videos come out on Tuesdays.
And Saturdays.
And you never know what's going to be the next one. I do have 2 maker crates waiting to go. I just need to find the time to do them. I think I should be able to do one of them this week, at least. Maybe I make it a 2-part series. I don't know. I think it involves plaster, so there's some drying time involved. So stay tuned and see if I can ever get a maker crate done anymore now that school has started. I don't know. But until the next video, we will be here exploring all of our crafty options, doing a little bit of going to school, and having a lot of fun. So be awesome, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!